Hi guys, I wanted to talk today all about basal body temperature. Now, basal body temperature is one of the fertility awareness methods, and it involves getting a thermometer and taking your temperature at rest, which is your basal body temperature. So you need a thermometer that goes to 2 decimal places, so let's say 36.75 for instance, so you have them 2 decimal places in order to correctly measure your basal body temperature. So in the morning, as soon as you wake up, as soon as your eyes are open, you need to take your temperature. So you can't go to the toilet, which was what mistake I made right at the beginning. I didn't really know, but that changes your temperature. So literally as soon as you wake up, you need to put it in your mouth and then take your temperature. And you want to jot this down somewhere. So I do it in an app. I think my app's called, actually I'm not quite sure. I'll write it down in the comments. The little notes. So you want to put it on your app, or you want to jot it down physically on a piece of paper, like a little graph, and you want to check what is happening with your temperature. When your temperature spikes, so usually it goes up by about 0.3, which is why you need that degree, that difference of the degree. So usually about 0.3 degrees we're talking about here, it will spike and then usually stay elevated for about 3 days or more. And when it's been at least 3 days, you kind of know you've ovulated. And then usually it will drop off as soon as you have your period. If it doesn't drop off for a little while, then that would mean that you're most likely pregnant. So things that can affect this is having alcohol, or if you're ill, that will change your temperature. So you need to just bear in mind those little anomalies. So once you've got a few months jotted down, you can kind of work out a pattern. So you can have a look and you can see when you've ovulated and when you're gonna ovulate the next month. So you can then work out when, if you want to get pregnant, when to have sex or when to not have sex. And it also gives you a bit of an overview of your overall mental space as well, or any problems. So if you've ovulated really late one month, then you can see that and you can then think, oh, why did I ovulate late? Was it due to stress or this or that? And you can just pick up loads of different things and what's going on inside your body, really, which is really interesting and good to have that awareness and that power that you can know these things. So you might be thinking, okay, that's really cool, but when do I then have sex in order to not get pregnant? So using the fertility awareness method, you would not have sex obviously when you're ovulating, because that's when you're releasing an egg, but sperm can live inside you for up to 5 days. So that means 5 days before you ovulate, again once you've had a few months of regular basal body temperature check-in, then you can determine when you're likely to ovulate, so you can figure that out. But 5 days before you ovulate is a no-no, the day you ovulate, and then a day or 2 after as well, to be on the safe side. So really you're looking at about 7 days in the month that if you didn't want to get pregnant, that's a no-no with having sex without protection. So that is really helpful, really, and I've been using it for a few months and it's really good, and it's great to have the eye-opening experience of what your body's doing each month. So if you've got any questions, then please let me know and drop them in the comment box below. But this hopefully will give you a bit of an idea about basal body temperature and why you might want to take it. And also you want to be probably looking at your cervical mucus alongside the basal body temperature to also see when you've been ovulating. But I will do a whole new separate video on that, so stay tuned.